channel. If you are new here, my name is Laurel. I am a queer disabled YA author and a freelance writer and editor as well. And I am here today with my how the heck am I going to catch up to my Goodreads goal TBR for December. Does not sound like fun. I will put my Goodreads progress here. Future Laurel, please remember to do that. And as you can see, I need 10 books to finish the year with my 72 books. So here is my TBR for December. Unfortunately, it's not on theme. It's not seasonal in any way. It's not Yule-ish or Christmas-ish or anything of the sort. Actually, it's quite like pink and springy looking, so no vibes to be had here. Sorry if you want to leave now, feel free. So I'm going to start first and foremost with the books that I've already started, and that is Gender Magic, which is my nonfiction that I am currently reading. It is by Ray McDaniel. I am super loving this, but it's really dense, so it's like a very slow, can you even see that? This is how much I've read. It's a very slow go because I can only read it in small chunks, but I am super loving this. If you are gender fluid, gender queer, non-binary, trans, or have someone in your life that is, highly recommend this book. I also started way back in the summer, I want to say, Everyday Witchcraft by Deborah Blake. I super love Deborah Blake's books, and I hadn't read this one even though it originally came out in 2015-ish, I think. So I was trying to find books that would be good for infusing a little bit of my practice into my everyday, because I often find myself being like all or nothing. I'm either doing like elaborate rituals or I'm not doing anything at all. So I need some like easy day-to-day things. Next is the audiobook I'm currently listening to, Finding Mr. Right. Guess I'm gonna show you this too. I do not read romance as a rule. Typically, there are very few romances that I will pick up, and usually it's because they have like a bookish theme. So I really loved Emily Henry's Book Lovers, but I haven't read anything else that she's written. I know she does have another one that's bookish themed, so I do need to read that. The title is escaping me currently. But this one popped up on my Libby and it sounded super cheesy, and it's about a writer, and how was I gonna pass it up? So I'm actually really liking it. I'm at 62% of the way through. I will be finished that audiobook super quickly in the next couple days, and then I'm gonna need a couple more audiobooks to get me through the month. So I picked out Big Bad, which is by Lily Anderson, who I loved Undead Girl Gang. Couldn't tell you a thing about it now because I read it years ago, but I super loved it. And Buffy is one of like my, I don't want to say guilty pleasures, because I think Buffy's amazing and everybody in my generation at least loves Buffy. So I don't want to say guilty pleasure, but Lily Anderson wrote a Buffy book called Big Bad. So really super excited. So I've got that in audio. The Kendare Blake ones are also super good. Where are they? Oh, I can't reach them. They're on the top shelf. They're also super good. Really love them. Highly recommend if you're a Buffy fan. So I have that, and then I also picked up The Blonde Dies First by Joelle Wellington in audiobook. I really liked These Vicious Games, so I'm hoping that I will like this one as well. The ratings aren't super great. It has a 3.6 on Goodreads. So I usually try to stick to 3.5 or above. Like I don't have the energy level to be reading things that aren't fabulous. So I usually don't read anything that's less than a 3.5. So this is definitely on the lower end of where I'm comfortable picking up a book that isn't like a favorite author, that sort of thing. So we'll see if I like that. Hopefully I will. Oh, and my ebook. I left my Books Palma upstairs. Pretend I'm holding it. My ebook is Bury Your Gaze. I am only a couple percent into this, but I'm really enjoying that as well. And then the last 4 books that I'm going to talk about, you will notice, are all graphic novels. I pretty much always have a graphic novel on the go because it's something where I can read like 3 pages and feel like I've made really good progress because they're not that long. And they're also usually just like fun and cute and colorful, and sometimes that's what I need in my life instead of a black and white page. So I'm going to read Mismatched, which is a modern graphic retelling of Emma. That's by Anne Camlin. I'm going to read the new Tegan and Sarah Crush that just came out. I really loved Junior High. It was super cute. I am going to read these next 2 I actually got at our library book sale, which was awesome. We scored big time at that book sale. This is So Long, Sad Love by Miriam Mao. Never heard of this. I didn't even read the synopsis. I'm pretty loosey-goosey with my graphic novels. It's not a huge time investment or energy investment, as I said. With graphic novels, they're so fast and they're usually like fun and kind of fluffy. So I just fly through those. I'm not too worried. And then the last one is Wolf Pitch. This is by Blazix Lawrence. I'm so sorry. I forgot to look up pronunciations before I filmed this. And this one was also from the library book sale, and it's about Izzy's a bass-playing werewolf. Geraldine's the ghost of an amazing jazz pianist. Delilah's the meanest drummer in town. They'd be the perfect trio to win the battle of the bands. It sounds so kitsch and so fun and right up my alley. So, I have 2 nonfictions. I have 1 fiction ebook, 3 fiction audiobooks, and 4 graphic novels. And I have 29 days to read all 10 of them to meet my Goodreads goal. And my Goodreads goal this year is actually lower than last year, which is the sad part. I really had quite a large reading slump through the early and mid part of this year. So I was like way behind up until recently. So I think I'm 4 books behind right now, which is actually like huge progress for me. So I am hopeful I can get through all of these. I will for sure get through the graphic novels because these I could get through all of these this afternoon if I really wanted to. I will for sure get through those. I will for sure get through Finding Mr. Right, the audiobook, and probably Big Bad, the audiobook. These 2, a little more unsure about, as well as the Blonde Dice First audiobook. It'll depend how long Big Bad is because I haven't even looked. So that is my plan for tackling my December reading goals. Cross your fingers for me because it's not feeling very likely at this moment in time. But I will try my best. So that's my update for today. I'll be back next week with a fun video that I did not talk about in last week's video because I had forgotten about it. On December 10th, I will have been on YouTube for 10 years. Wild. Not all on this channel. I originally, as I mentioned in last week's video, had a booktube that I started in 2014, right after Kayla went from her mommy channel to Books and Lala. She was my inspiration. So I had a booktube channel for a little bit, and then I started a vlogging channel. I think that was the one that came next. my daily vlogging channel that I did with the whole family. And we had one video that went super viral. It was our last pregnancy announcement, and it got like 4 million views or something totally wild. But all those videos are gone now because YouTube is not what it was when we were filming our children and putting them on the internet. So we don't do that anymore, and those videos are all gone. But then I also had this channel, which originally was a mommy channel, because when you had a daily vlogging channel, you also had like a sit down channel, which makes no sense to me at this time. And then I transitioned that into this AuthorTube channel that sometimes has like bookish content. So anyway, between these 3 channels, I have been on YouTube for 10 years as of December 10th. So I'm going to do a kind of looking back on the journey. I think I'm gonna react to my very first YouTube video ever, and you guys will get to watch that. And yeah, so that's gonna be a fun video. I hope you'll come back and watch it, and wish me luck on these goals. Comment down below, let me know what you're reading for December and how close you are to hitting your Goodreads goal. And if you are on Fable, let me know, because I think that's what I'm gonna switch to in January. I think I'll probably still keep my Goodreads updated just because it's such a huge ecosystem and Fable isn't quite there yet. But I love Fable, love the like look of it. It's cute, it's colorful, it doesn't look like it was made in 2001. So I think that's where you're gonna be able to find me in the new year. So let me know down below if you are also using Fable or thinking about switching to Fable, because I feel like that's the vibe for 2025. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. I better get to reading. Bye, friends.